We have a lot to talk about. Let's bring in Dr. Majid Sajiapour, Political Director of the Organization of Iranian American Communities. Also with us, Harley Lippman from the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Doctor, I'll start with you first. What are the reactions of those in your community?
Well, we see in the current conflict and certainly in the carnage that has occurred, the strategic threat playing out solely in the hands of the Ayatollahs in Iran. In fact, we see the threat from that clerical regime in Iran in every aspect today. The Ayatollahs are continuing a 4 decades long process of exploiting the Palestinian issue and betraying the Palestinian people, and irrespective of the enormous human cost, they're sowing division among the people of Palestine and certainly spreading terrorism and fundamentalism while advancing their own putrid ideologies. In fact, the Ayatollahs are they're supporting terrorism and international terrorism, and certainly currently they see conflict as a way of survival for their own, sowing conflict for them through absolute indifference to the loss of innocent life is a survival method for the regime itself, and a show of weakness actually for the regime inside Iran.
And Harley, we just heard from our guest before that it starts with the Jews, but it's not going to end with the Jews. It's not going to end with Israel. Hamas is a terrorist organization like Al-Qaeda, like ISIS. They want to destroy our way of life. How can people actually be celebrating this and cheering this on throughout the streets?
Well, Jews are the canary in the coal mine. So as she correctly said, it may start with the Jews, but it never ends with the Jews, as we saw in World War II. And these demonstrators that call themselves pro-Palestinian are not pro-Palestinian. Because if they really were pro-Palestinian, they would want the Palestinians to have a better life, which is what we want. But as you've heard and as you know, Hamas does not care about the Palestinian people. They did not build tunnels and bomb shelters for the Palestinian people. They are the leaders who are hiding in the tunnels. I've never seen anything in history like this where Hamas is exploiting their people ruthlessly, using them, brutalizing them to kill their enemy. And they're inviting the Israelis to brutalize the Palestinians so they can get sympathy for Hamas, so they can get more money from European governments. And that's what their strategy is. All those people that are demonstrating for Palestine are the same people that would support Nazi Germany. These are people who hate Israel, hate the Jewish people, and hate Americans. Just remember, they always said, Israel's the little Satan, America is the big Satan. Now everything is very transparent. Now we know clearly where people stand, and we have to make sure our government stands with Israel, and that once and for all, we go from crisis management, which is what this administration has been doing, to crisis resolution, which means finally ending this. You can't end this unless you take out the regime in Iran, because they and the Muslim Brotherhood are behind all these anti-Semitic and anti-American attacks. Lastly, you know, 27 Americans died. That's more than the USS Cole and Benghazi put together. Where is the American reaction to defend America there?
I don't know. Dr. Sajiapour, Harley Lippman, thank you both so much.
Thank you.